It is very complex, very chaotic, but solutions are possible. Unfortunately, we have a situation where the current ruling regime, which is considered as being, or portrayed rather, by its adversaries as being an illegitimate regime stemming from fraudulent elections. And you have got the self-proclaimed armed opposition that is fighting the regime, and you have also the civil society, but also opposition that also considers that it is an illegitimate regime. And there are pressures and options for talks so that peace can prevail and stability prevail in the DRC.
I wonder why they would call President Tshisekedi's leadership illegitimate. I think that we watched the elections take place. We've seen a couple of issues happening. Congo has had a lot of rough times, not just during Tshisekedi's time. But then again, we mentioned former President Joseph Kabila's allies being asked to appear before a prosecutor. First of all, do we know why they had to appear before a prosecutor?
Exactly, because the Tshisekedi regime accuses not only Tshisekedi has repeated it over time that Mr. Kabila is sponsoring or is related, is an associate of M23 or IFC M23. And Minister of Transportation Jean-Pierre Bemba also accused Kabila of promoting the rebels. That's why Mr. Kabila's party, its members, have been invited by the military prosecutor. However, there's a contradiction there because Kabila is the one who arrested the officials, political and military officials, generals of M23. He arrested them. Some of them were even being prosecuted. It's when Mr. Tshisekedi arrived in power in 2019 that he canceled the prosecutions, even released from prison the very journalists who are in M23 right now.
Now, Hubert, unfortunately, we do not have somebody on the other side who can tell us what exactly is happening on the president's side, so we can have a balanced report here. But if you look at your country, what is the cost of the recent chaos by the M23 rebels that was said to be backed by Rwanda, which Rwanda has said it has nothing to do with? What is the cost if you look at the country and the mess that happened just about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's costly. It is bloodshed, destruction of infrastructure, and in terms of the economy, it's a very productive area with agriculture, a lot of minerals. One of the largest deposits of coltan, Rubaya, is under rebels' control right now. However, the ultimate solution is the dialogue. It talks, because this context here is less complex than the context under Joseph Kabila in 2001, 2002, when we had another dialogue in Sun City, because then we didn't have a constitution, we didn't have an institution. Now, Mr. Tshisekedi is in a context where he's got an advantage. We have a constitution, we have institutions. It's just a matter of people sitting around the table talking to just go back to the constitutional democracy. That's the main issue, the violation of the Constitution.
And when you talk about sitting on the table, who would be involved in this conversation? The president's people, those rebels, who is supposed to be involved, and really can Congo restore its glory? You know, the past glory of being stable, a country that has minerals, it has all kinds of good stuff that we don't get in so many of the African countries.
Valid, pertinent, salient point. We have all necessary resources, even human resources, to propel the country to a stage of accelerated development. And right now, it will be like in 2002, 2001, when we had even bigger, much stronger rebel organizations like RCD Goma, MLC, and other. We had many rebel groups, and it was a very complex situation where it was actually portrayed as the African World War, where we had 9 armies of different African countries involved. But we were able to solve that situation. We can solve this situation here. Mr. Tshisekedi's regime is delegates IFC M23, Mr. Nanga and Mr. Makenga, Mr. Kabila, Mr. Moise Katumbi. All these people, it's an inclusive dialogue to find a common solution.